So, what prevents another AI company coming in and competing against you? What sort of proprietary? I mean, obviously, without disclosing your secret sauce, what sort of proprietary things are you guys doing that allows you to do what you're talking about, which seems like we're cutting ahead multiple years from where we are now. I mean, a decade ahead. I mean, this really seems very groundbreaking to me.
Yeah, so creating this what we call the FICO score of drug development, being able to look in the crystal ball for the future and tell you results early on, as you mentioned, saying all of this comes through the work of really smart, sort of the original founders of the company. Our chief technology officer, who is a software engineer, has done a lot of this work prior in different sectors, as well as our chief science officer, who's worked on the Human Genome Project. And they came together to conceive of this idea. And with the technological breakthroughs that are available now, with those particular like thousands of what we call LLMs, as well as algorithms that are very specific, copyrighted, secretive, you can say almost, but they're able to get that work done and then taking a lot of that data that's open source data, but also other data. And all of it's human data. That's the differentiator here. Because you can do a lot of work with animal data, but we know that animal data is just not a good proxy for human. So, every time something works in animals, it has very high likelihood of failure in human trials. And so we were thinking, why then have animal data? So we've created this particular sort of systems. We call the system called Operon, Operon. That's a phase 3 or third generation AI platform to do this. And our predictive analysis reports called DRISC, DERISQ. So this DRISC report can tell you all about your molecule, no matter where and who has it. So we're able to do these things because of the technology and the advances that are there. And we believe that we're pretty much, leading this field in this way.
So I think it's fascinating what you're talking about there because there's so many drugs that have been discovered accidentally to do something other than what they were designed to do, but it's almost like so you're basically you're turning an accidental discovery into intentional discoveries, is what you're talking about.
Exactly. You could plan it. You don't have to wait on the accidents to happen any longer because now we can actually intentionally study that molecule against a variety of diseases at the same time because of the way our algorithms are sort of made. So we can run, sort of billions and trillions data points in a matter of minutes. So, and it's because of not just the platform, but also the way the algorithms are set up. So you can get that information very quickly, and we can model sort of the results very quickly. So that is kind of the key. And I think it's fascinating because I do believe in the next less than decade, next very few years, we will have a revolution in the way we discover drugs, way we approach the approval of drugs, and the way we get drugs into human beings. It would become more accessible, more affordable, and we are going to see a revolutionary era. Now, we know this because National Institutes of Health, the Food and Drug Administration, and other federal agencies are also moving to try to adapt some of these techniques and methods as quickly as they can as well, including getting rid of animal testing. At least that process has begun.